Drew, bro, what's going on with you, man?
What's up, bro?
Nothing much, bro. Nothing much, man. And I appreciate you, bro, making time, coming on in the platform, man. Thank you.
No problem, no problem.
I think the sound it just went out.
Pardon me, man. I'm over here busting some moves.
Hey, it's all
You hear
good.
me?
Hey, it's all good. It's all good, bro. Drew, man, y'all been
Yeah, how you
killing
doing
it.
though, bro?
Good, man. Hey, I'm trying to be like y'all when I grow up, bro. You killing it, man. Killing it, bro. For real.
Yeah.
Most definitely, bro. Man, starting off partner up with Foot Locker, the wear brand. That was dope to see, bro. What was like the story behind the wear brand getting that off the ground and then now having it in Foot Locker, bro? Like that's crazy. How'd that happen?
Oh man, like we've been growing this brand for like about a few years now, man. So just to see it in Foot Locker is definitely amazing. But man, it literally was just how we got the situation is off of positioning, man.
Mm,
Just like we put ourselves in position to be seen. We were at a pop-up show. One of the buyers saw our merch and was like, hey, man, I would love for y'all to be part of our homegrown program, man, and see what y'all brands can do in a couple stores. So
mm.
New York City location, and we're in Detroit, too.
Crazy, man. That's crazy. And Drew, man, right now, I know during this pandemic, a lot of people are coming out with like new businesses,
Yep.
merch. I'm seeing that everywhere for people who want to drop, a merch line and get into fashion. How can you stand out when there's so many other people who possibly have like the same exact thing?
You know, yeah, you hit it right on the head, man. Right now, everybody's a merchant, man, and, everybody's creating a business, and especially in our community, man, everybody got like some type of apparel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say just create something that's organic, you know what I'm saying? And that don't really try to follow any trends,
Mm,
but keep your message like authentic too. Like, and just everything organic and authentic, man. I think you could cut through once you, stay in that vein. I think a lot of people get lost once they start, trying to keep up with people or do it for a hustle. Like we didn't do this brand off a hustle. This brand came up off of like passion first. And I think
mm,
that's what helps us like kind of cut through because you can tell by the way we, from the designs, from the things we talk about in our conversation series and, the type of content that we post and the messages that we send to our audience every week. This is us about, spreading the message and spreading awareness. So it's bigger than just, stamping a logo on a shirt and trying to sell it. Now we're trying to actually change people's lifestyles and mindsets, man. And it's very deep.
yeah, I feel that.
So yeah,
And
man, for anybody trying to create a brand, man, just stay authentic to your message, man, and make sure you keep
yeah.
that message, that number one focus, you know?
Mm, yeah, I respect that, bro, for real. Because, seeing y'all throughout, I'll probably say like the past 2 or 3 years, man, just seeing like the content that you guys post, the aesthetic, the messaging, like everything has like substance to it. So
Yes, sir.
what's the importance of having like a message behind someone's brand as well?
I mean, the message is, more than anything, like every brand needs a message, man. That's going to be
Mm,
the anchor to your business. What
mm,
is the brand message? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
you need that, and that's how important it is because you can actually build off that message, right? You can
Mm,
actually build campaigns off a message, multiple campaigns if it's a strong message. So your message is the brand message. That's the way your consumers or your audience is going to be able to understand what you're selling, right?
uh,
Is off of that message. So those things have to be number one key, man. If you don't got a brand message, man, you might as well go back to the drawing board and keep cooking up.
mm, that's real, bro. And staying on that point about messaging, one thing that I love as well is with the content that you guys post in the Are You Aware combos. I love tuning in, watching that. Usually, you don't see guys who have a whole clothing line having conversations, recording it, filming it, chopping it up. You got clips of it posted on YouTube. What inspired that?
Man, we just wanted to again. I guess this is the message, part of the conversation really
Mm,
having. But we
yeah.
wanted to continue. We wanted to continue the conversation around our message with individuals who we think could connect to our message and can
Mm,
connect to our brand that makes sense. And for
mm,
some, and it's not like because one thing for certain, man, we don't want to be overly preachy and try to you know push, a certain narrative people down people's throats. We don't want to be too aggressive with it, but so we feature people who are on the same plane as us, on the same mission as us, man. So it's
Yeah.
digestible for the people who may be watching. Like, oh,
Mm,
okay, I can understand this. Okay, I
mm,
get it because this person's just like me. They might work in the same industry as me, or they might
yeah.
create the same thing that I'm creating right now, but
Mm,
they're aware. And so
mm,
we're trying to make aware cool. You know what I'm saying? Being aware of self is cool. You know what I'm saying? So we're very intentional about the people we feature, and we wanted to start the conversation. We wanted to do the conversation series to continue that message and reach more people. You know.
mm. Yeah, bro. How do you balance everything, man? Because, posting content, working on the merch, doing brand deals, like how do you balance all of those separate parts at one time?
Um, it's called delegating and
Yeah.
having a strong team, and and that team knowing their roles and
Mm,
everybody executing the goals that's assigned. You know what I mean? And that's the way you balance it. But it's not easy, bro. To be honest with you, it's a lot of repetitiveness that has to deal with it. You have to talk a lot. You have to repeat yourself a lot. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Or you have to, it's just all about repetition, and with repetition you get better anyway, right? So
yeah.
but it's not a it's we always learning. Like, this is a having a clothing line is new to me, so
Mm,
I'm still learning the like trying to build the infrastructure, learning, different brand campaigns that can work in this industry, you know what I mean? Like, because I've been in different industries, from music to wine and spirits and stuff like that. So this is a whole new game, what I'm saying, that I'm playing. But some of the major skill sets are transferable. But I mean, it's balancing, man. Is just really just relying on your team and making sure that your team is in order. You know what I'm saying? So you
mm.
can navigate and scale up.
Most definitely, bro. And, I understand having a team is extremely important. So how do you know who to have on your team? Because that can like make or break you.
Yeah, trial and error, bro.
Mm,
Like,
yeah.
for real, trial and error. I mean, for me, man, I'm grateful because I'm doing this with like cats that I've been working with. Like, my best friend is my co-founder, man. We known each other since we were like 8 years old. And then
Mm,
our other partner, man, Omar, man, our creative director, I've been working with him on creative design work for 13 years. You know what I'm saying?
peace.
So, like, so the core, the nucleus of the business, we have a very good relationship. So now, as we're scaling up, we're getting, like, we have, like, a couple of employees under us, like contract employees coming under us. You know what I'm saying? So that's a
Mm,
whole new thing that we're learning. Like having workers. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, yeah.
employees. And then that's just putting a good vetting system together, bro. Like, knowing what you want. You know what I mean? Knowing the talent that you want to have on your team, and being able to vet that. You know what I mean? Thoroughly, so you can have the right person on your team. But still, again, I say trial and error, because you may think that person is good until they get on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And they got to show
yeah,
up and show out.
yeah.
And if they don't show up and show out, you already know the rest of that. You
Facts.
know?
Facts, bro. And y'all been extremely consistent, which is a great thing to see, someone who's constantly posting, constantly creating. How do you guys, or I should say, what motivates you all to stay consistent day in and day out? Because that's extremely hard.
Yeah, man. I think consistency. I mean, one thing we do, we try to prepare for the future. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So, like, that helps us stay consistent. Like, we plan 6 to 12 months out. You know what I mean? Like,
peace.
how we dropping things, and what's dropping this first quarter, what's dropping the third
Yeah.
quarter, what's dropping at the end of the year. Like, you know what I mean? So we can always be working on something. Like, it's all
Right.
about planning ahead. You know what I mean? That's what
Mm,
something I always scream on with the team is just like, yo, yeah, we gotta be ahead of the curve. We gotta be ahead of the curve, man. So being ahead of the
yeah.
curve allows us to create space to stay, consistent. You know what I mean? Because now we know what we need to do come February. You know what I mean? Or
Mm,
now we know what to do come March, and then we're just building every day
yeah.
on that. You know what I'm saying? So proper planning, man, prevents poor performance, bro. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So so that's how we plan, bro. We plan, and we execute, man. That's the simplest way I could put it for you, Caleb. I mean,
yeah.
I hope so. Hope that answer your question.
Nah, hey, it is, man. Hey, it is, bro. It is. And I think that what you guys are doing is kind of unprecedented, right? Like I've never seen a clothing line do content and then just make posts about, awareness, consciousness. What type of role has consciousness played in y'all, developing the brand, the aesthetic, everything? Because seeing, you guys talk about being conscious, being aware, being
Yeah.
woke.
Yeah.
you really don't see those two things being mixed when it comes to clothing as well. So
Yeah.
what inspired that?
Man, I think we all the guys behind the brand, and hopefully we could show this, you know, in some content in the near future, man. But we're all going through our whole awakening
Mm,
process. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how the conversation even got started about pushing the brand like this, because we knew how important it is for people that look like me and you. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like knowing thyself. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But we all at the same time, like I said, I probably went through my whole little awakening process like when I was 25, 26 years old, when I was just
Mm,
like trying to define who is Drew Sanders, like who is this guy going to be going forward. And I'm still learning. I'm still like breaking through all of that, you know, to figure out. I mean, right now I have an ideal mindset, like, okay, this is who I am, but it's evolution is always happening. You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
You know, that's one thing that's always going to be
Mm,
continuous is evolving. You're always going to be evolving, right? So, but
mm,
we started this brand because we were all evolving at the same time, and we knew it was like, yo, this can be impactful, and we knew change starts with consciousness, bro. So we was like,
right,
you know what,
right.
let's but the most important ingredient is really love. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
you know, so we had to figure out how to love ourselves in this whole process, and we had made sure that that message was really strong, and like the self-awareness and self-love, which is basically the same thing in my opinion. You know, is just knowing thyself, and then you can fall in love with that whole process of you know what I'm saying? And we wanted to make sure that message was profound in the Black and brown community, man, because we know that, you know, with history, bro, and you a history buff, man, that, you know, in the colonization of
mm,
indigenous people, man, they stripped a lot of things from us, bro. And it's
yeah.
important that we know who we are in this new world that we about to enter in 2021 and beyond. You know.
Mm. Hey, that's good stuff. Being
Yeah, I hope I
creative.
had. I go on tangents, bro. So you
Not,
got
hey,
sometimes you got to
tangents are
stop me, make
good.
sure I'm answering your questions, brother, because
Yeah.
I could go all over the place sometimes, bro.
Hey, that's a good thing. I promise you, tangents are
Yeah,
good, bro.
yeah,
Tangents are good, man. Bro, being a creative, sometimes it can be challenging to keep those creative juices flowing. What do you do sometimes if you might have like a block when it comes to creating new designs, new pictures,
yeah.
content,
Yep.
and things like
Man,
that?
I know we in COVID right now, bro, but I like to travel, man. So I'm literally in LA right now. I'm in my rental car
Dope,
talking to you, bro.
dope, dope,
Like,
dope,
you
dope.
know what I'm saying? But like I like to travel, man. I like to see what, you know, I like, and when I travel, I go into like the inner cities, or I try to go where the culture is really at, so I can get
Mm,
inspiration of that, you know what I mean, of that town or that place, that space where I'm at, and get that authenticity that we know, you know, that we are looking for. And that gives me inspiration, man. And, you know, looking at other brands that are doing their thing, you know, we look at them, we're like, damn, we could take, you know, that little marketing trick that they're using, you know what I'm saying, to kind of help us out, give us a little uptick on our business. You know, it's just little different things, man, that we try to get inspiration from. But I just, for myself, you know, I know I'll read up on a lot of different books, man. I'll read up on just a little different spiritual teachings, man, that we can use in our brand where it's comfortable and digestible for our audience, man. So it's just a little different. It's a lot of different, you know, inspiration outlets, man. But I would say just changing the space, changing the energy for me, man, and
mm.
that helps, you know, keep the wheels turning up top.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
You and Rich, bro, y'all read books. You just said that. I love, people read, bounce off ideas. What has reading done for you overall? Like benefits that you got from
Man,
it
it
as a
just
creative?
unlocked a lot of things, bro. And I'm not even gonna sit here and try to front like, yeah, I'm like this avid reader, you know what I mean?
Right,
But
right.
you know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
definitely pick up books where I know, okay, I might have to pick this up. And I have a decent library at the crib too. I ain't gonna hold you, man. The
Yeah.
library is pretty decent. I got some hard hitters,
Yeah.
but reading, man, it just opens up, man. It opens up. One thing I remember my mom was telling me this when I was, you know, when I was younger, and I was kind of struggling with public speaking, right? And
Hmm.
she would say, hey, you might want to just read some books out loud, and
Right.
just like, and that can help with your public speaking. And I was like, oh, word. And that put me in the whole little rabbit hole of reading different books and, you know, challenging my you know, that's the verbiage that I'm using and stuff like that. So, but nah, I definitely, for me, I like to read more spiritual awakening type books,
Mm.
self-help books. That's how I really got into reading. But now it's like religion, right? So I'm reading the book right now by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Message to a Black Man in
It's a
America, man.
classic.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And oh
Yeah.
my gosh, bro, like, you know, and it's just opening myself up, and it's just so crazy with the part I'm on right now. It's talking about, he's talking about love thyself and know
Mm.
thyself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's basically pushing the same message, bro. So
Right.
it's funny how when you read up on different people, leaders, or people who were pushing the envelope from different generations ago, it's funny to see like, damn, some of the similarities in the messaging and some of the similarities and just tone and all of that, man. It's very interesting to see, man.
Yeah,
But books,
yeah.
man, like I said, but books just open up some mind, man, and it just helps you have more understanding and comprehension on what's coming at you every day,
Mm.
on the simplest form.
Yeah, man, that's amazing, bro. Again, bro, like what you guys are doing is like really unprecedented. Like I haven't seen this being done before, and you guys are mad consistent with it,
Yes,
creative
sir.
with it. Do you feel like somewhat a pressure to perform because we don't really have too many quality black clothing lines, right? So seeing you guys, do you feel like it's somewhat of like some pressure there?
Man, you know what? I don't feel the pressure. That's something I will have to talk to my guys about on our end of the year call next week
Yeah,
if they feel pressure. But
yeah.
I don't feel any pressure personally. I do feel like the only pressure, to be honest with you, the only pressure that we may have is just really like how much more can we do? You know what I mean?
Mm,
What else can we do? You know what I'm saying, to reach
yeah.
people. You know what I mean? That's it. But the quality, bro, we are sticklers over the quality of goods that we do push out, because there is this whole narrative of black owned businesses, especially when it comes to merchandising and stuff like that. We don't
Yeah.
have the utmost quality, but we want to change that, bro. We want to change that. We want to let them know that, if you're buying it from a black brand, you're gonna get quality. It's so funny, man. A couple people, when they buy our stuff, man, they'll email us back and just to make sure, like, yo, is this a black owned brand? Like,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny. It's just funny to get the reaction of people once they really encounter our brand and really encounter the quality of our products, and they be like, damn, and the message, and they like, hold on, a black person did this?
Yeah.
They're confused. They're really confused. Even the person that look just like me and you, they making sure, like, hold on, time out. Is this black owned?
It's too good to be true.
But we gotta
Yeah.
change that standard, man. We gotta
Mm.
change that standard, bro, for real.
Yeah, yeah. Cause Drew, I mean, y'all got quality stuff, bro, like with the hats, the shirts, the website. And usually when people say, hey, I have this clothing line, it's like piss poor stuff, but y'all's is on point, it's professional. When y'all first started this thing, what did y'all, discuss when it came to having quality content, quality clothing? Like everything is very, very high quality. How'd that start for y'all?
It started, man, from Omar and I, man, talking about, you know, um, just branding. You know what I mean, and how we want to change the narrative on brand, because Omar, who is our creative director, he and I were working on a lot of different marketing and branding projects. Prior to starting the Aware brand, and we always focused on making sure that our brand met a certain standard, industry standard. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And so, I mean, so we're very intentional about that, bro. Very
mm,
intentional about just the quality, man. Because like, again, this is what I say. You might see this in other videos, but I say when people put on the wear, I want them to feel special. I want them to feel
wow.
like they just got hit with like a special magic. If they wasn't aware, they put this hat on right here. They like, oh shit. Oh my God, I'm enlightened. Oh my God.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's just like a whole little experience, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's just something as little as that, you know what I mean? But when they touch it, when they feel the hat and they see the
Mm,
stitch and they see the embroidery, like even with the new pieces that we
mm,
just got, you know what I mean? It's just everything is
yeah.
crisp, clean, and it just represents the people that's behind the brand. I mean, all of us, man, we try to have a certain standard about how we approach our daily lives, man, how we dress and how we speak and how we, just present ourselves. Everything is just quality, bro. One of a kind.
Mm, yes, sir. And
Yeah.
y'all are young black men, bro, who are intelligent, fashionable. What is the importance of us seeing young black men who are also smart, but who can dress well at the same time?
I mean, we know, as black men who are smart and live with dress. I mean, I think that's a lot of us out there, man. I don't even want to. It's so many of us out there, man. But it's just important, man, that we uphold that going into
Mm,
these next years, man. I hope that we can kill the whole sag in the pants shit, man. That should be killing me. I be in the store.
Yeah.
looking at cats, man, with their drawings and their ass out. And I'm like, bro, come on, we got to kill that. So hopefully we can kill that going to 2021 and beyond, because I ain't trying to look at nobody ass waiting to see me online, bro. I ain't trying to do that, dog. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like,
Hey, that's real.
but I think we, as black men, man, we have to really hold ourselves accountable and hold our fellow brothers accountable out here. Like, yo, man, you gotta start, holding yourself up to a certain standard when you moving out here, man. And I even got things I could work on, me personally, to elevate on my end, you know what I mean? So, because nobody's perfect, but as black men, and being able to be articulate, to express our
Mm-hmm.
emotions and our feelings the right way, to show up and dress the part for whatever role that we showing up for. I mean, all those things are important to always keep our mind intact and always to keep learning all these little different nuances, man. As being a man and being a black man in America, those things are very important. So, I hope that we are leading by a great example.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. And I
Yeah.
think that, I mean, seeing that on Are You Aware combos, I think that that all connects because, seeing y'all talk, having these conversations, from doing that series, what do you think that you've learned the most from interviewing people, having conversations? What have you learned from that experience?
Everybody starts from somewhere.
Mm,
Like, nobody's perfect, bro. That's what I learned, man. Sorry, I'm going out. Everybody has a story. Everybody has, their pitfalls,
mm.
and it's usually like it's funny because you usually end up in the dark before you come to the light. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, I love hearing that story. Everybody has a dark story to help them transition, and then that darkness. I hope they made it right. So that darkness push their ass to make it to the light. You know what I'm saying? For the lack of
Yeah.
better terms, you know what I'm saying? But so that's what the Aware Convos like brought to my attention. Is like, yo, no one's perfect, bro. And if you're willing to make the changes in your life to be better or to get to that light, it's really on you. And the people that we feature, we feature those who really have really worked on themselves and can
Mm,
really give beneficial and take home advice, man, for those people out there who may be lost at the moment, who may not be aware, who may want to
mm.
seek that awareness. But so we feature people who are relatable, man, and that's what's so special about the conversation series. And then even the guys behind the brand, like we're just relatable young guys, man, like millennials just trying to figure out life, but we're putting our best foot forward every day. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's through love, and it's through knowing thyself, man. It's through loving our neighbors, man. It's through like it's a lot, man. It's a lot, but
Mm,
we the combos, man, is gonna get better for you, bro. Caleb, I promise you. The production, just the
yeah.
people we're gonna feature next year, because this was all beta version for us, bro. We just wanted
Wow.
to see what people were interested in. You know,
Yeah.
see me and Rich getting our little cadence together and interviewing,
Yeah.
because that was something new for us.
I was
You know what I'm
rocking with
saying?
it.
Just trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just that all those episodes. I mean, for those who are watching, definitely go to YouTube, go to Aware Bread, check out the Are You Aware combos. They're pretty dope. Some
Mm-hmm.
powerful conversations that you could take some stuff home with and work on. But yeah, next year, man, we're gonna pipe up the whole content with that conversation series. It's gonna be really nice, bro. It's gonna be really
Please do.
nice.
Please do,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, seeing y'all have Marty Woodward on there, I think
Yes,
Red
Marty.
Pill. Like what? Like y'all were, having people before, like they were even like well known. So y'all were actually paying attention and knowing who was who, what was what. How did you go through that whole process of knowing I should have this person on the platform, that
we
person?
we we really just featured a lot of people that inspire us every day. Like Marty's, that's my homie. Like I know Marty for 8 years now.
Wow,
You know
wow,
what I'm saying? Like I know Marty for a while, and then I've known, Red Pill, Red Pill, Blue Pill, like
yeah,
Rich, and my whole team, my whole squad. Like we follow those guys. You know what I mean? We talk, we have conversations about some of the things that they post. So it was dope to have the people, regular, everyday people that we look up to on our platform, to just really help tell their story to our audience, whoever may not know about them. It's funny because my mom
mm.
didn't even know about the guy named Red Pill, and when she saw the interview, she was like, "Oh, that's dope! Like, who is that?" We put up this lady named Lola Wright on, who's one of my spiritual advisors, man, and you know, my uncle was looking at the video because a lot of my family members tapped in, and then my uncle was like, "Man, I love that woman Lola, man. She taught me something, man. I'm actually going back to her podcast to listen to it." So
Wow.
it's very important. Like again, everything is intentional, bro. So we want to feature people that really have a real inspiration on us, man, who inspires us, and put them on our platform so they can inspire y'all. That's it.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
That's beautiful,
Keep
man.
it going, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Drew, man, as somebody who went to school in media, I love seeing people who are great with camera work, great with editing, because, man, that's hard to come by. So seeing y'all do that and having merch, it's like totally unfair, bro. But how did you guys learn how to edit properly, or like what to post, the aesthetics, the pictures, colorways, like everything? How do you
Man,
guys do it?
so I have, me personally, bro, I have about, I got like 5 to 6 years in television and film experience.
Mm,
Like when I first graduated from Tuskegee University, I started working at BET, you know, so like I worked from BET to VH1 to Tyler Perry Studios, you know, that whole Atlanta film and television and film circuit. I was all through there in ATL in the early 2010s, you know, so I was just out there, you know what I'm saying? But so we got that experience. My boy Omar has over 15 years of design experience. Richard has over 10 years in social work experience and mental health
mm,
experience. So we just basically taking our own experiences that we had in the past and put in this pot and just like mix it all the way up. And then we cook it up, man, and that's what you
mm.
get. So we taking our past experiences, and for me, like, you know, I'm like a jack of all trades, bro. Like
Yeah,
I manage some of the biggest brands in the world for a market, for liquor brands. Like I was, you know, so I help push those brands in one market and raise that awareness. So you know, all of us have experiences in raising some type of vibration in our space. You know what I'm saying? And for
right.
me, like I'm like a marketer, a brander. I love music, you know,
Mm-hmm.
television and film. It's just all of us have experience and everything, and we just want to put it together in our own product and sell it. You know?
Mm. Yes, sir. That's good, man. I
Yeah.
remember, I think it was like a few months ago, I saw Rich. He posted, he had like a white towel on a chair, and he did like a whole photo shoot of like all the merch. But when you see like the finished product, you will have no idea that that's how like he pulled it off.
Yeah,
Can you speak on
yeah.
the whole importance of being able to work with what you got?
Yo, you gotta learn how to work with what you got. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. I just plugged you in on my charger. But yeah, I just want, yeah, you gotta learn to work with what you got, man. I think that, you know, it's like in The Alchemist, man. You know, he was searching for all these different things to, you know, advance his life, searching for this woman. But sometimes you just gotta look at the things right in front of you and work with what you got, and then God's gonna bless you with the next things, right? You gotta know how to, like, I feel like God tricks you sometimes. He challenges you, you know what I mean? To say, like, hey, what can you work with right now in front of you? If you can work with that, then I'll bless you with more. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? That's just how the universe works, in my opinion, right?
mm,
So we just, you know, so even this summer, right? I bought a camera. I ain't never shot with a camera before, bro. I bought a little
yeah.
Sony A7, and every week, you know, we were very intentional. Like we shooting every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we going
Mm,
outside to shoot. We gonna learn how to use this camera, and it cut our cost on hiring a photographer that would
that's
cost us
facts.
$400, $500 per shoot. You know what
That's
I'm saying? I
facts.
spent
Yeah.
2,000 on the camera. You know what I mean? And that's 4 shoots right there. You know
And
what I'm
that's only
saying?
one time. That's only one time that you had to spend 2,000.
And
Yeah.
now I shoot every
Yeah.
week. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Every
Yeah.
other day or however I feel like shooting, like we'll shoot and everything. I apologize,
You
but
good.
you got to be able to work with what you got right now, and then I feel like God will, or the universe will return that blessing upon you once you take that step.
Mm.
But
Drew,
you gotta
man.
be resourceful though, man. You gotta be resourceful, man. You gotta look at some things. You gotta look at your network, your contact list, man. See
Mm.
who can edit, man. Cause you know, yeah, we looked on Google like, yo, how can we get a backdrop? Okay, you could use a white sheet, or you could go to the arts and crafts store, get you a whiteboard, put it on the
Yep.
floor, put the product on there, edit it, put the graphics on there. Now you good to go. Now it look like you paid somebody $500-$600 to do this whole shoot for you when you just did it yourself. So, I mean, we all challenge ourselves, man, to do a lot of different things. But as we grow, as we scale our business, some of those tasks and those duties got to get eliminated from us so we could really, really grow the business.
Mm, I rock with that, bro. And you spoke about challenges, bro. How do you try to challenge yourself on the daily? Because I know being a creative is constantly stepping out of comfort zones, evolving, feeling uncomfortable, feeling not good enough some days, feeling great some days. So how do you always stay and challenge yourself on a consistent
I
basis?
work, I work out every day.
Yeah, hey,
Like
that's
for real.
real. That's another challenge within
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
Nah, I work out. I try to set goals and for myself every day. Like every day when I wake up in the morning, like I first on every Monday or every Sunday, I lay out my whole week. Like this is what I want to accomplish throughout this week. Okay.
Mm,
And then on Monday I look at those notes and then I break it down by each day. Okay,
yeah.
well, this is what I want to accomplish this week. So then I mean, but it's just that's a challenge in itself to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
setting out your goals for every day. Like, can you cross out everything today?
Dang.
Can you look at your to do list today and then come back later on at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening and be like, oh, I killed everything. Yes, done. That's a great feeling and that's a challenge because some people can't get 5 things done in a week, but if you can get 5 things done in a
Facts.
day, that's amazing. Like you really covering a lot of ground. So I challenge myself to try to get things done every day, and I set a list out for myself. I challenge myself by going to read different things, like I said, or
Mm,
working out, running. If I'm running 2 miles at a good pace, let me take this up to 3 miles. Let me see how hard I can go on
mm,
this. You know what I mean? Like it's just every day. Like Kobe, it's like that Black Mamba mentality. I don't really get happy with the results that I get right now. How can I crush these results even more? Like, cause that's what I thrive off of, and that's what makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Like,
mm.
damn, I just crushed yesterday. All right, I can't wait for tomorrow so I can crush today. It's just like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
things like that, bro. But I mean, as a team, we set goals for ourselves as a team individually, and then we set them as a team. And then we come back to the drawing board. Yo, did you do that? And we hold each other accountable. Like, yo, bro, you ain't knocked that out, man. Can you knock this out, man, ASAP? You know what I mean? Oh, damn. I didn't do that? All right, bet. Let me get on that. It's just like, as a team, we got to set challenges for each other and hold each other accountable, too. So it's a lot of different things, but individually, myself, man, I try to set the bar every day, bro. Every day.
Mm. Yes, sir. I love it, man.
Yeah,
Drew, bro, I know you got to bounce. I know you're extremely busy, man. But before
yeah.
we leave, where do you see yourself and your brand within the next 5 to 10 years?
Next 5 to 10 years, myself, man, a billionaire. 5 to 10 years,
Mm,
bro. You
yeah.
know what I mean? We there's no ceilings, like my boy Rich put it on here. There's no ceilings,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah.
but it's not even about the money, man. Hopefully, in the next 5 to 10 years, the impact off this brand has reached all over the world.
Mm,
Everybody in every country of this world is wearing an Aware T-shirt or an Aware hat, something to wear. Everybody is aware. You know what I mean? That's what I look forward to in the next 5 to 10 years, man. The work that I'm putting in now, people are appreciating it. You know what I'm saying? They're representing it all over the world. That's what I see.
yeah.
So I see staple Aware brand flagship stores all over the world 5 to 10 years
Mm,
from now. I see it as one of the top streetwear brands in the world. I see myself as one of the biggest marketers and CEOs in the world. Black man doing his thing in the world, like family, kids, all that shit. I see all
yeah.
that for myself in the future, man. Just more a more evolved version of myself and extensions of myself because I want things to be here when my physical is no longer here. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
So in the
Yeah.
next 5 to 10 years, hopefully I have more businesses and more
Mm,
things people could talk about when I'm not here that help change the world, bro. That's what I see.
mm.
You know?
Man, Drew, bro, thank you, bro, for all those
Yeah,
gems. I appreciate it, man.
yeah,
Y'all keep
yeah.
killing it. I'm loving what I'm seeing, bro. And it's just the beginning, man, for y'all, for real.
Man, I appreciate the opportunity, Caleb. Man, I can always say, man, I remember coming to your classroom at Georgia State, speaking to you, man,
Yeah.
and the energy, bro, that you had, man. Let me tell y'all, man, for those who are watching, man, this brother, mind you, this was a college kid in media. I was asked to come to their classroom to speak to their classroom. This dude follow up game it was on point and is still on point, and
Thank you,
I'm so
man.
proud of you to see where you at right now. Because some of the people
Appreciate
that you
that.
mentioned that we interviewed, you interviewed as well on
Thank
on
you.
on your platform, bro. So you know, man, it's just a blessing to see us together on this platform, on your platform, 3 or 4 years
Appreciate
later, talking, bro. So man, I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud
Thank
of
you,
you, man.
bro. Thank you, man, for real, Drew. Humbled by that. Rich said, Drew, he need an hour. I know, man. Hey, next time for
Hey,
real.
wait, I got 20 more minutes. What's up, man? What's up? We can
Oh,
keep it
all
talking.
right.
We can
Hey,
keep it
bet,
going.
bet. Hey, I wasn't trying to be rude.
We can keep it going. We can keep it going.
All right, man. Bet, bet. Drew, man, you and Rich, all y'all have such a great dynamic. I love seeing that, bro. How do you guys bounce off ideas? Because I know sometimes ego, it can get involved, creative differences, that's like a real thing. So how do y'all stay on the same board?
Man, this it's like a perfect marriage, bro. Like I hate
Mm.
it's because we are pretty much in sync, man. All
Yeah.
of us are pretty much in sync, man. So it may be a little change in like a design that Rich may see, like, yo, I don't like it, or it may be something I may see. So this is how the process goes. You know, I might sketch something up. Rich might sketch something up. We talk about it. We talk about it in detail, and then we like, all right, let's talk to Omar. Omar looks at it, like, all right, I like this direction. I'm gonna cook it up. Omar cooks up the work, and then we have the final product. We sit on the ideas, and like I said, there's little nuances that we may change. It's like I may feel the way, Rich may feel the way, Omar may feel the way, but we find a common ground, and we be like, all right, this makes sense for the overall brand. Let's take our personal feelings out of this, but what makes sense
Mm.
for our brand and our audience that we're speaking to? That's the most
Mm.
important thing, right? And if it makes sense for the audience, it makes sense for us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
good. That's good. Audience, man, that's very important too. How do you make sure that you connect properly with the people who's following you, your supporters, your audience? Because I know some people they don't care, some people do care. So how do you make sure that you're listening to the people who purchase your product, follow you, and support you?
Man, we do surveys. We send out surveys. We do surveys in our stories. We want to hear from our audience. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
we reply to emails. A lot of people DM us. And
Mm.
we just do our own homework, man. We do our research, and I feel like with this brand, we're a little ahead of the majority. So we have to. So it's like we're visionaries. So we have to kind of like create uh what's expected of the audience. Like we have to meet
Dang.
expectations before they even know before
And
they
it
even
doesn't
know that
even
they want it,
exist.
before it
Yeah.
even exists. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we have to like, damn, they might fuck with this. Like even with the Aware brand, like we was pushing this 4 years ago, bro.
That's
I was
crazy.
looking at
Yeah,
a
I
picture.
remember.
I was like,
Yeah.
4 years
Yeah.
ago, bro. But
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
look, we're in a great awakening. They call this age right now the Great Awakening, bro.
Yeah. Age of
So,
Aquarius. Yeah.
so we understood that we're a little ahead of the curve. So we got to make sure
Mm.
that, you know, we can deliver something that's digestible. I keep saying that because it's really a thing. Like, deliver something that's digestible, but that like when that person gets there, maybe 6 months, 12 months, or a year or two from now, they'll be like, oh, all right, I get it. Okay, I rock with this. So we don't really try to like make it super, super deep, but
Yeah.
right on point to where it's
Mm.
like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
you don't got to be the smartest person, or you don't got to be the most woke person to get what we're doing. You know what I mean? And we're
Mm.
not even trying to even talk to those people. We're trying to talk to the people who may not know how to get to that next level, but that next level, but are yearning for it, but they don't even know how to get there. So we trying to teach them. So we're really
Mm.
teachers, bro. And that's what's so dope about this brand, because that's why we got to build a curriculum, which is our clothing brand, and the content
Mm.
for the school year. You get what I'm saying? To
Mm.
make
That's
make so
hard.
then, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now they
Yeah.
get it. So yeah.
Yeah, bro. And man, I know from personal experience when you first become woke or aware, you get all of this knowledge and you're super excited to like share it with people. But how do you make sure that you aren't like overloaded when it comes to like the content and not dropping stuff that's too deep, or when it comes to
Nah,
like the
man, yo,
merch?
because nah, for merch, nah, because we dropped I could talk about it. We dropped this carbon piece, right? We dropped this carbon collection.
Yeah, it was what like 666 or things
We
like that.
we was gonna go with the 666 direction, but
Mm-hmm.
we decided not to take that route because we got the super suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might
Hey,
have
like
ruffled
he
up
the
too
devil.
many feathers. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
might be getting
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of flack for that, man. But we was dropping it on the scientific level, but even just on the carbon level, like a lot of people don't know that they made out of carbon. And it's just like, I think the education piece might have been too deep to try to even, or too extensive to try to explain. So that wasn't our best selling piece. I could tell you that right
Mm,
now. So that's why we had to, go back to the drawing board. It was like, yo, how can we make this simple? for people to be like, all right, I fuck with this. Like, aware. That's easy. You could just Google that and then see what's going on with it. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
like, but so we try to keep our messaging and the designs super simple and not dumb it down to where we're going against our brand integrity, but keeping it still, you know, brand heavy, but easily to understand.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. And on your page, on the conversations that I think you had with Red Pill talking about being a visionary, I felt that point about sometimes, you can be viewed as crazy because just like what you was talking about earlier, y'all are thinking
Hmm.
months in advance, years in advance. And I know sometimes it's hard to share ideas with people or to talk about, what you have going on. How do you like try to stay sane? Because I know that it can be somewhat nerve-wracking of thinking ahead and people not understanding what you're saying, how you're thinking, how you're moving. So how do you kind of stay sane?
Man, you just gotta trust your vision, bro, and that's how I
Mm,
stay saying. Like, I just trust the vision, bro.
mm,
Because I mean, everything for me personally, I'm talking about myself personally. That's outside of it, but everything that I feel like I created in the last 10 years has always cut through. You know what I
mm.
mean? And it may not
Yeah.
have hit immediately, but it showed years to come. And I'm like, oh, okay. So now, when it may feel like we dropped something or we have some idea about a collection or whatever the case may be, and we might, man, they may not be ready for it, and I don't want to contradict what I said, but sometimes you just got to trust, you know, what you have, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And then one of my friends said something to me 5 years ago. He said, yo, you build and they'll come, you know what
mm,
I'm saying? So some things, we just have to trust, like, okay, if they don't get it, they can always come back to this and get it and get it later, you know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, man, as a visionary, man, it gets tricky though, bro. It gets tricky on trusting that gut, man. But I learned over the years, man, I just gotta trust my gut and go with it. You know?
yeah. I love that, man. So far, bro, what has been your overall best experience from being an entrepreneur, dropping a clothing line? What's been the best part so far?
Oh man, just being able to get all these damn crazy ideas out my head, bro. That's
Mm,
been the best
yeah,
part. And then
yeah,
and then actually seeing people like gravitate towards it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
that shit still blows my mind, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got somebody from Boulder, Colorado emailing us about how they love the Aware hat or shirt that they bought 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, yo, this joint is like expanding, like, and it's wild to see
Mm,
people buy into an idea that you had. You know what I mean? That's
mm,
that's the beautiful thing about being an entrepreneur and a creative. Is just being able to get an idea out, make it real, and then seeing people react to it. That's
mm,
beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? But also just like, learning where my weaknesses are at. And then try to strengthen those. But something I just, a nugget I could give to you guys on that's watching. I'm learning. Okay, I'm not gonna really focus too much on the weaknesses anymore. I'm gonna just focus on my strengths. How can I
yeah,
really power up my strengths? How can I take my strength where I'm an 8 at up to a 10 versus trying to focus on my weakness where I'm a 2 at, trying to bring it up all the way to a 10. You get what I'm saying? Let me bring this
yeah.
8 to a 10 and let me be a fucking expert in that. Let me be great at this shit. So nobody could be able to take this away from me or replace me in this area. Let me be awesome 100% at this. You know what I mean? So that's something that I've been learning the last like 3 or 4 weeks is like, let me be great at what I'm great at.
Mm,
And let me just focus on that. You
higher
know?
weaknesses. Yeah, I was just gonna say that, bro. Like if you suck at editing, just hire somebody who can edit well. So yeah, I feel that. I feel that, man. You and Rich, y'all both have great personalities, dope people. When it comes to networking, what is the importance of networking with people, connecting, leveraging our relationships, all that good stuff?
I love networking, man. That's probably my
Mm,
strongest attribute. You can
yeah,
put me anywhere, my nigga, and I'm gonna make it out. I'm
I
going to
feel you.
make it out. You could put me in the hoods of all hoods, the jungles of all jungles,
Yeah.
anywhere, bro. I'm gonna network my ass out of that mug. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
network is important, man, and we all, as a team, man. I think they rely on me to connect the dots,
Mm,
and put things together. But networking is everything, man. Like, that's why I'm out here in LA right now. I'm out
mm.
here, trying to connect some more dots. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, see who's in the fashion industry that I could connect with on the streetwear vibes. You know what I mean? Who could bring me
Yeah.
up another level? Because really, your network is your net worth. It's so fucking,
Mm.
it's so cliche to say it, but that's really true, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's really true, man. If the better you network, the better your network is gonna be. I can tell you that.
That's facts, man.
You
That's
know what I'm saying?
facts. And do you feel like when it comes to black creatives or black people who are in the fashion game, do you feel like that we're networking properly amongst each other? Or how
I
do
feel
you
like
feel
we could
about that?
collab more a little bit with each other, but that's a whole nother conversation to be had, bro, because of this whole scarcity mindset that black people are fucked up over right now. You know, we too caught up in thinking that it's not enough for everybody to win, which is so much out there for all of us to win. And I think that once we get that scarcity mindset out of our minds, you'll start seeing a lot more collaborations with black owned brands. Cause that's, I mean, that's that alone is gonna help us. But I mean, there are people doing it out there. Don't get it twisted. But I think on a lower level, once we get that scarcity mindset out, man, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be
All
good.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm seeing a shift now from people who used to glorify Gucci to now trying to find black owned brands or from Versace, whatever. Do you think that this is something that could be sustained or is it just like a fad right now?
I mean, black has always been winning, right?
Mm,
Black has always
mm,
been winning, but black is really winning right now. You
yeah.
know, and I think that when seeing these brands tap into us, man, and try to you know put a Black Lives Matter mission or like they trying to support a black brand. It's cool to see, you know what I'm saying? I'm just very like I'm curious like you, how long is this gonna last? You
Mm,
know? But I do think it's great, and I think a lot of black-owned businesses and black creatives. I'm sorry, black creatives and the black-owned business owners. They need to tap in and use this time to really level up because of these big corporations are giving out checks right now to black-owned businesses, man. So this is the
mm.
best time for us to really make these brand partnerships that a lot of us be looking to have, man, because these brands are looking to partner with some dope black-owned brands. So it's a great opportunity right now, man. And we might as well get them dollars while we can right now. Milk it all the way milk it as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? Just milk the
Hey,
fuck
that's
out of
real.
them because they milked us. So let's milk them. You
Hey,
feel
it's
them?
only
You
right.
feel me?
Yeah,
Hey, come
it's
on
only
now.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's reparations, bro. Just a
Hey,
small form
hey,
of
we get it from all angles too, baby. We ain't playing. We gonna take them all, bro. Let's get all these dollars. All the coins. We taking them. Let's go.
That's real. I love that, man. I love that. And bro, like staying on that same point, seeing what y'all are doing with Foot Locker is crazy. I love
Yes,
seeing
sir.
that. For
Yes,
black
sir.
creatives and black entrepreneurs, how do we make sure that we stay and keep our own integrity, our creative juices still when we collab? Because sometimes, people think if I'm black, I kind of have to tone it down. Your brand is super black, like it's aware, consciousness, talking about the carbon, everything. So how do you think we can still stay black, but also collab with like white owned brands as well?
It got to make sense for your brand. I think
Mm,
every brand doesn't. They're not on. They don't have the same integrity. You know what I'm saying? Some people are
yeah,
willing to
yeah,
whitewash their shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
as a black-owned brand, if you want to keep keep your blackness within your brand, you got to find a brand um that's on the same path as you, like that has the same principles as you, that has the same brand integrity as you. Like you just don't hop on the brand because they got money. Like that's
Mm,
not what the partnership is about. You have to partner with somebody who has the same alignment, same goals that you have with their business, so it can be a seamless partnership. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Um, I'm not gonna partner with a brand who um who has never you know, I wouldn't say never, but who doesn't understand. Like if I have a meeting with their brand manager and we're having a conversation about black people, if they're not hit to what we're talking about, I'm sorry, we may not be able to have this partnership, man. We may not be
mm,
able to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Or if or you got to be open to what I'm trying to explain to you, so it can be a great partnership. But unfortunately, a lot of these white corporations don't have people that look like us. So hopefully that changes in the next 5 years or next year. You know what I mean? So we can
Yeah.
have a lot more representation of us in these offices making decisions. Um, but yeah, man, I would say for anybody who has a brand and is black and brown inspired, man, don't if you do a partnership, man, don't lose it, man, and make sure that you turn it all the way up when you're working with those white corporations too, because they need it, man. They need it. We're
Mm,
not the minorities, we're the majority, and they gotta
mm.
understand that too, you know.
Dang.
So everything, brand messaging, the everything has to make sense for us. So yeah, So I'm over
Yeah.
here distracted a little bit because I'm like, all these cars is driving
You
by and
good.
everything.
Hey, you
I gotta watch
good.
my back. I'm in downtown LA, man. I might get jacked, man,
Hey, I
on live and
understand.
shit, man. I ain't trying to have that happen, bro.
Yeah, hey, I understand. I understand. Drew, man, one of my last questions, bro.
Okay.
What you said I thought was super dope. Like if the brand isn't on board and if they're not really with it like that, I'm good. How do we make sure as black creators, black entrepreneurs, that we know our value and that we aren't, so thirsty about getting put on or trying to be in this white corporation or collabing all the time? Because sometimes we might have to turn deals down. So how do we stay confident going into brand meetings, brand deals, all of that?
Again, just stick to your guns, man. Like, don't switch up for the dollar, man. That's where a lot of people get lost
Yeah,
at, bro.
you
Switching
time
up for
bad
the dollar.
deals. Yeah, yeah.
Because the dollar, the deal sounds good for right now, and it may
Mm,
look good for right now, all of that, but it may long term it may not be good for your business. So
mm,
understand like exactly what you're trying to get out of pushing your brand, and understanding what this brand has been. They're looking at their history. Like I always look at like when we do brand partnerships, I look at the past history of these brands. What have they
mm,
done in the past?
mm.
What have they done toward for the help or push our culture from an authentic space? Okay, if they're trying to reach there, what are the key things that they're missing? Okay,
Mm.
what can we do as a brand partner to help fulfill some of the things that they're missing internally to help push this message forward? It's a lot. It's just so many different things like that, bro. But I think again, don't ever switch up for the dollar, bro. Don't switch up for the dollar, man. That's what I could just say.
Yes,
If
sir.
I hope
Yes,
I answered
sir.
that question for you, man.
You did, bro. You
Yeah.
did, man. Drew, bro, you killed this, man. You gave us so many gems. I appreciate you, bro. Be safe out there, man. Before we bounce, where can everybody follow you, support the brand, everything?
Yo, y'all got my page right here. Dad's the Great. Follow me. Follow the Aware brand, the Aware brand. Go to our website, man. We just dropped some new heat. Theawarebrand.com. Got a
Yeah, I'm about
lot
to
of heat
cop
on the
some of that
website.
too.
Yeah, man, we
Yeah,
got some
yeah,
fire, man. I got the
yeah.
Three Eyes crew neck,
Yes,
on the
sir.
sweats right now. You
Yep,
heard me?
yep.
Embroidery. I got a
Suited and
crazy
booted.
sound on the back. Hey, man, look, man, we all the way
Yeah,
city, suited and booted. I was looking at Rich Gym City, but yeah, man.
yeah.
Again, appreciate the opportunity. Make sure you tap in with us. Again, we got some great drops coming next year with Foot Locker. Look out for that.
That's hard.
Um,
Yeah.
Foot Locker's doing a 25% off right now on the site too. So go ahead if you want to get some stuff from Foot Locker, go check them out. But yeah, man, a lot of great things in store for 2021, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Drew, bro, you be safe. Enjoy your evening, man. Thank you, bro. Again, thank you.
Likewise, brother. Same to you, bro. I appreciate the opportunity, man.
Anytime, anytime. When this is posted on YouTube, I'll make sure to send it out to you and share it with you. I got you.
Appreciate that. We definitely gonna share it out, man. Thank you again,
Perfect.
brother. And look, man, when we do our Are You Aware combos next year, man, we're gonna have you as a guest on our show, bro.
Hey, I'll be honored, man. Thank y'all, bro. For real. I'll be honored.
No doubt, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep shining, King. I see you soon, bro.
Likewise, Brody. You as well,
All right,
man.
man. Peace.